1081.
Really nice expansion cavity, but way too high in the block. I'm going to have to shoot that one over. Even though we caught the bullet on the first test, we decided to redo it. It's just simply too high in the block.
1106.
Another really nice expansion cavity on this shot.
$11.06.
That's a pretty awesome expansion cavity right there.
$10.76.
Well, at least we know we got expansion, even through that 4 layers of heavy denim. This is the recovery of the Winchester Ranger PDX1 165 grain bonded jacketed hollow point. Alright, if you remember in the video, I had 2 bare gel test shots. The first one, which is the track we're looking at down here, was very close to the edge of the block. And you could see the block actually bowed and created a bubble. And then the bullet actually rose as it progressed down through the gel block, and you could see it came very close to popping out of the top of the block. So what I did was I went ahead and just basically shot a second bare gel test shot, which entered lower into the block, of equal distance from the side. Just looking with the white background, all this dark, that's all little flakes of lead. I don't know if you can see them, but they're really super tiny. So there was some light fragmentation as the bullet progressed down through the wound channel. This was the shot that entered near the top of the block. It progressed a little bit farther than the other one, but let's just see this. That bullet is absolutely turned inside out, completely expanded, and very similar for the one right below it. Now with the black background and the ruler, you can see expansion started within like about the first 1/4 inch. Massive stretch cavities for both shots. Let's pay attention to this one particularly because it was not the shot that was very close to the edge of the block, so this should be more indicative of normal performance. Between inches 1 and 2, the stretch cavity has reached its maximum, which in my opinion means the bullet has expanded as much as it can. And then you've got the petals that start to fold back against the shank. So this permanent wound channel running right down through the center of the stretch cavity is actually quite substantial. Out through inch 10. At inch 10 it starts to shrink quite a bit. By inches 11 and 12 the bullet has pretty much exhausted all its energy, just plows forward a little bit more, ultimately coming to rest at 13 3/8 inches into the gel block. Now, the shot below it, I don't want to completely discount it. It does look very similar, but again, it was very close to the edge of the block. I would much rather take a second shot. Very similar performance up until about inch 10 and 11. At inch 11, the bullet actually progresses a little bit farther, makes it all the way out to 14 5/8 inches. Alright, we're back. This time we're taking a look at the 2 clothing test shots. This bullet track right here was with the 2 layers of 100% cotton t-shirt. You can see a little green patch right here. That's the t-shirt material. couple more little spots right here where the t-shirt was dragged down through the wound channel. Definitely not seeing as much fragmentation early in the wound channel, which could indicate a delayed expansion. A couple of little lead pieces right here and here, and then there's our encapsulated bullet, meaning it came to rest and it was still hot, so it kind of melted the gel. That's why it looks like it's encapsulated. From this vantage point, very much fully expanded. Now let's take a look at our 4 layers of heavy denim test shot. I do see a little bit of blue right here. Quite a bit of blue through this section. Lots of blue denim fibers. If you notice in the high speed, again the denim caused the bullet to actually trigger a flash or a small explosion as the wound channel collapsed, and that's the black sootiness that you see right here. Overall, it didn't split the block like we've seen it do in the past. Looks like the wound channel is still relatively intact. Stretch cavity looks reasonable. And then way out here, we finally come to our bullet, and I believe that is a plug of denim right in the very center of our hollow point cavity. So let me get the black background up and the ruler. I'll give you the final measurements. With the black background up and the ruler, you can see this was our t-shirt shot, and expansion did start a little sooner than with the 4 layers of denim. I mean, we're squared up with both shots. See the size of this expansion cavity is definitely bigger with the t-shirt shot than the denim shot. The overall expansion cavity with the t-shirt looks to be slightly a bit broader than with the denim shot. They both indicate to me expansion, which is good. It's what you want, even with heavy t-shirt and heavy denim. What's interesting is we're now at inch 9, and you can see that the t-shirt shot wound channel has gotten very thin, meaning it's just the bullet plowing down through the track. Not much stretch energy left. Look at the denim shot. Wound channel, stretch cavity, wound channel definitely is still a little bit broader. And that makes sense because we find our 2 layers of t-shirt shot coming to rest right at 13 inches, definitely fully expanded. And then our denim shot made it all the way out to 15. So that's great. I mean, this is the best terminal performance I've seen from a Winchester product in quite some time. I'll dig these bullets out and we'll see what they look like. Hey, thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, hit the like button. If you like the channel, go ahead and subscribe.